9 months ago, I made a video on SCHD talking about how much I was going to get paid off of 1,000 shares of SCHD. This was dividend payments, what my paycheck was going to be from holding this position. Now, I know some people were just like, there's better options out there, but SCHD is all the rage. It has the popularity, and honestly, I've been able to receive some consistency from them. But I wanted to talk about what my actual numbers are, not what my projected numbers are. In this video, I want to talk about what I actually got paid during that time, the paycheck after that, as well as what my payment is expected to be as we move forward. So before we get started in this video, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel for Robinhood, for Webull, and any other links that are down there. Feel free to check those out as well. Now, that video that I uploaded about owning 1,000 shares of SCHD got about 121,000 views over time, right? It happened. It didn't happen like right away, right? Over time, people enjoyed it and wanted to see more and more and wanted some updates. So I've given updates to what I've received, but I think this will actually explain the actual numbers between the couple of payments that I have received from SCHD. Now, where my current account stands, from where that was, I believe I went through where my current account was, and I'm not sure if I went through the total account. I don't think I did. But my total dividend account is sitting at about $174,000. We are up on the day, which is fantastic to see. But what you're more interested in is SCHD, how much I hold of this position. Now, 9 months ago, I held 1,000 shares. Today, I hold 1,743 shares. So still, I like to kind of round down and say that I'm holding 1,000 shares rather than holding 2,000 shares. How much I am expected to get paid off of these 1,743 shares, I will talk to you guys about that, as well as how much I got paid in the past with this position and when I held what I held. So currently, SCHD is sitting at a $26.54 price, which is different than where we were on this video, right? We were at $28.46. So we were up significantly on that position. I only had $28,000 or about 1,001 SCHD in my possession. And now I have more, but it is at a slightly lesser cost basis and the overall position is actually down. So maybe some people were right to say that it hasn't increased and it's not expected to increase and all that stuff, but I expect to see a lot more as you give it time to mature, especially for someone that bought a little over a year ago, right? And you're not giving it time where it could be 2 years, 3 years, 5 years until you see that average that you're looking to see for SCHD. But the position again stands at $26.54. I am down about $1,000, $996, or now it has changed, $1,004, and so much, right? It continues to change. 1,013. We also look at the overall market value. It's at $46,280.31. My average is at $27.11, and it is 26% of my portfolio. Now, I like the things that SCHD offers. I like the sectors that it's invested into, right? The energy sector, the healthcare sector, which I spend a lot of my 9 to 5, my actual career was in healthcare. I was in the financial sector in healthcare, so it was kind of two of those sectors: healthcare, financial services. We also have the technology sector. Obviously, a lot of money flows through there, and a lot of innovation and stuff like that. Consumer defense as well. Different positions. Some of the top 10 holdings, which make up 40% of it. You have PepsiCo, you have Cisco Systems, you have Chevron, you have Verizon, Home Depot. So some notable names in these top 10 holdings that are there. The overall position, if we were looking month over month, or month end, we look at the last year, it's actually slightly down in the last year. In the last 3 years, it's up by 6%. The last 5 years, it's about 12%, and on average, right? And then you have an annual return in the last 10 years of 11.11%. And since 2011, you're looking at 12.22%. So I would expect to see kind of that consistency happen. This year hasn't really been the best, but if we look at over an average, it starts to really push up to that 5 to 10% range that we really want. This also pays a 3.79% dividend yield as of what Robinhood shows. That may not be 100% accurate. Robinhood is not the most accurate, you know, site that's out there when it comes to dividends. I've noticed that quite frequently, but they try their best. But if we were to go into how much I'm expected to receive here, for SCHD, currently I have SCHD at about 3%, with my 1,740 shares, which is about 45 or $46,000. I was expected to receive 339 or 393. Sorry, $393.88. That's what I'm expected to receive over the next payout, which would be September. The last couple of payouts, if we look at this line, the first payout that I received in March was $340.38. I believe I had 1,600 or 1,500 at that point. And in June, I had 1,700-ish, and I got paid $441.67. If we go back to 2024 in SCHD, we're looking at the payout in December. I got paid $310 and 63 cents. And then September, I had $131.48. And you can see how that has grown over time and how it has gone from $5 to $35 to $121, $131, $310, and then we go on to the next year, $340, $441. So I've been able to see the growth. I've been able to experience this growth, which is fantastic, and just continue to add into that. I plan on getting up to 2,000 shares. If you didn't catch this, if you didn't catch what my plan is for SCHD, I actually am investing into one SCHD every single day. I put $30 in Charles Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF, which is a recurring investment every single day. I've been doing it since August, or I guess August 4th was the last one that went through. But I've been doing it for probably, I want to say almost 3 months now. And I've been able to collect a lot of SCHD over that time, and I will continue to do that until we reach a level of $2,000 or 2,000 shares, and then I will move on to the next play to get me up to my range that I want to hold. Now, whatever is being paid out in dividend payments, I'm also just putting that right back in there, right? I'm treating it as a reoccurring investment, and I'm just going to kind of compound everything. If we go into my history, just to show you a better actual payment of what I received from SCHD, and we go down my dividends, we have Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, $441.67. That was reinvested into Charles Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF. If we keep scrolling down, we're probably going to have to skip and go all the way to March, where we had that other investment, Charles Schwab U.S. Dividend Equity ETF, $340.38. And obviously, we can continue to go back down and see more and more. January would also pay us at some point. We'd have to find it. Don't know where it is, but I can't find it right now. No, it was December. Why did I say January? December should pay us, and there it is, $310.63. So that's how much I was paid. I'm expecting to see a decent amount. I would love to get to 2,000 shares, and I don't want to just throw a bunch of money at one time. I want to consistently invest into it. That's why I'm doing it every single day, and just making it easy to manage rather than just going, I'm going to throw all of it at once into that one play or that one position right now. And then move on to the next one. Don't know what I will move on to with reoccurring investments, but we will see what happens there. But almost holding 2,000 shares. I'm happy with that. I want to know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you have had any reoccurring investments or you have any SCHD in your possession. But yeah, I decided that I would kind of recreate that video to show what I actually am paid rather than what is projected to be paid. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.